Welcome to another jam-packed tutorial from Surfing Online. This tutorial aims to give you a better understanding on surfing equipment. So we've made it down to the Rip Curl store at Cronulla, and we've brought one of our super coaches, Blake Johnson from Cronulla Surfing Academy. And we're going to talk about surfing equipment. G'day Blake, how you going? I knew I'd find you in the surfboard section. Mate, how important is surfing equipment to you?
Choosing the right equipment is the most vital part when trying to progress with your surfing.
So if I was to start surfing now, would this board be a good board for me?
The materials of this board would be perfect for you, but as far as dimensions, height and width of your board, you'd be looking at something like this because it's more stable and easier to paddle, so you'll be catching a lot more waves.
Okay, so can you take us through some different types of surfboards?
No worries. Alright, so here we've got a softboard. Softboards are aimed at beginner surfers purely because they've got a soft deck, soft rails, and if you flip it over, it's got soft fins for your own safety and for the other surfers in the lineup. Alright, so now we're going to talk about a mini mount.
Excellent. So what's so special about the mini mount?
The mini mount's a perfect transition board when you've mastered the softboard. It's still nice and long, wide and thick, which makes it nice and stable. Being a little bit longer in length, they have a tendency to nosedive. So if you check out our catching waves section, you'll find tips that'll help you avoid this. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the fish board.
So what's so special about a fish surfboard?
So one of the first things you might notice is the tail. Looks like a fish. It's also known as a swallowtail. These boards are also great in a bigger version for guys hopping off a softboard. You mostly see these boards ridden by advanced surfers in the smaller conditions, as they're wider and thicker, can help you generate more speed.
Cool.
Okay, so Terry, this is a typical shortboard.
Yep.
As you can notice, it's a lot thinner, and narrower and shorter than the other boards we've looked at.
Yep.
It's purely for advanced surfers who are good enough to generate their own speed by riding a board this small. So the next board I'm going to take you through is the gun surfboard.
So what type of surfer is the gun surfboard suited for?
The gun surfboard is suited for the advanced surfer looking to challenge themselves in the bigger waves.
And why do you need a gun in bigger waves?
Well, the first thing you'll notice will be the length in the board. That's to help with paddling to get down the bigger waves. It's a lot narrower too, so it can hold in when it's got all the speed.
So can you tell me a little bit about the stand-up paddleboard?
Yeah, sure. The first thing you notice about them is they're a huge surfboard that you use with a paddle. They range from anywhere from 8 to 13 feet long. They're great for flat water and small fun days, but taking them out in normal conditions, you'd want to be careful because they're quite dangerous.
So let's look again at the types of surfboards and the key points to remember. First, we have the softboard. It's designed for the beginner. It has soft deck, rail and fins for the safety of the surfer and the other surfers in the lineup. The Mini Mow. The Mini Mow is a great transition board once a surfer has mastered the softboard. Its features are long, wide and thick for stability when riding. The Fish surfboard is great in a bigger version for people that have mastered the softboard. The tail looks like a fish, which is also known as a swallowtail. You will see advanced surfers using these types of boards in smaller conditions. The shortboard. The shortboard is a lot thinner, narrower and shorter than other boards. These boards are purely for advanced surfers who are good enough to generate their own speed. The gun surfboard is suited for advanced surfers looking to challenge themselves in bigger waves. It's longer in length to help paddle into the wave and getting down the face, and also it's a lot more narrower so it can hold into the face at a really fast speed. The stand-up paddleboard is a huge surfboard ranging between 8 to 13 feet long. These are great for flat water and small fun days.
So now we can look at the parts of a surfboard. The sides of the board are known as the rails. They can be low rails, high rail, boxy rails, depending on the shape of the board. Up the front end of the board, this is called the nose. And down the back end of the board is known as the tail. There are many different types of tails. The most common ones we'll see though will be rounded pins, rounded squares like this one, or a swallowtail like this. So the curve on the board from the nose to the tail is known as the rocker of the surfboard. So this is the bottom of the surfboard. The main feature you will notice is the fins at the tail end of the board. With 3 fins in the board, it's known as a thruster. With 2 fins, it's a twin fin. And with 1 fin left in the back, normally a bigger fin than this, it's a single fin. You can also get boards with quad setup, which is 4 fins, with 2 fins on the side as well.
So why do we have fins?
Well, fins are the main reason why we have control when we're riding along a wave.
So if I had no fins in my surfboard?
You'd be sliding out all over the place. The fins simply just keep you intact with the wave and give you control.
So Blake, in your experience, what would the most common mistake you would see with someone buying a surfboard?
By far the most common mistake I'd see would be someone buying a surfboard that's too small or too advanced for them.
So Blake, what advice would you have for someone that's going to go out and purchase their new surfboard?
All right, I'd say seek advice from your surf coach, as they know what level you're at and they can measure you up to find you the perfect board.
Well, that just about wraps it up for this tutorial, giving you an insight on surfboards. It's really important that you know what type of surfboard suits your ability and the conditions you should surf in. So here at Surfing Online, we recommend you watch the next tutorial on wetsuits to give you a better understanding of what type of wetsuit's available. The longer and more comfortable you are in the water, the more you will surf and you will improve your skills. So it's crucial you understand what suit will work for you. So thanks again, all the best here from Surfing Online.